St Mary's Church was built in the Fuero Square and was declared a national monument in 1931. It was erected at the highest point of Viana with the idea of uniting religion as its defense. The works began in the second half of the 13th century and apparently finished at the start of the 14th. Its Gothic traits illustrate the use of this style in many of the religious and civil constructions in the Kingdom of Navarra. On the western facade, a simple gateway joins it with the main nave. In the tympanum, we find a stone engraving of the Virgin with the Child in her arms, to whom the church was dedicated to. On the right of this entrance, joining it with the southeast wing, a powerful tower was erected at the end of the 16th century on top of primitive buttresses. The austere style, straight lines and classic shapes conform to the Herrerian trend, which was popular in Spain. A great door opens up on the south face, and we can see the stone altarpiece designed by Juan de Goyas in 1549. Built between two hidden Gothic buttresses, it forms a semispheric niche flanked by pillars and columns. It's one of the best Renaissance openings and served as a model for many other cathedrals. The central zone represents the crucifixion, and above we see the proud Virgin and the Eternal Father. In the lower part, a magnificent relief shows Christ's burial. The iconography shows grotesque paintings and reliefs of mythological scenes of Hercules' works, establishing a parallel between the hero's feats and the work of Christ. This art piece is a great example of Spanish mannerism style before the approaching Barocco style. The inside of the church is surprisingly high considering its central area and dimensions. The French Gothic style is evident in the three naves with pointed arches and ribbed vaults. The absence of doorways due to its function as a church and fortress lets in less light than in other Gothic buildings. The main altarpiece is amazingly luxurious and large. It consists of an exceptional Baroque work presenting polychrome images surrounded by ostentatious golden architecture. A work by Martin de Oronez and Bernard de Alcarraita is dedicated to the coronation and Assumption of Mary, the church's patron. A tranquil walk by the church lets us admire its many treasures, such as altarpieces, sculptures that adorn its chapels, which were made in the sculpture workshops in Viana. We can't overlook the pulpit with its sounding board. The organ, constructed in the 16th century and redone in the Baroque style. And the Rococo choir, which gives you an idea of the importance of Viana and its church in the modern age. The main room holds works of art from donations, and with the disappearance of the parish church in St. Peter, they have brought together a collection of the most important religious garments in Navarra from between the 16th and 18th centuries, such as cloaks, chasubles and lectern cloths. In the next room of Aguamanil, we find chalices and crucifixes and marble works make up a magnificent collection of holy art. In including an ebony relic of St. Teresa of Jesus, which has been conserved with a signed letter from 1574. We can't leave St. Mary's Church without admiring one of its jewels, the St. John of Ramon Chapel. Here we find a magnificent Gothic saint made by the Flemish artist Janine Delhomme in 1440. This chapel is famous for its dome, decorated with pictures by Luis Paret and Alcazar, one of the most important Spanish painters in the 18th century. Painted in 1787, the grand work illustrates a holy way of life. The figures illustrate the virtues such as chastity, holiness, diligence, and wisdom.
La capilla de San Juan recorre iconográficamente toda su vida. Luis Paret aprovecha su estancia en Bilbao para pintar los dos lienzos que tenemos a la entrada y que representan el anuncio del ángel a Zacarías, representado en este lienzo tan exquisito como un sacerdote. Se ven muy bien todos los detalles y esa diferencia entre la rugosidad de las sedas o las alfombras, esa frialdad que nos da el metal de las vasijas, y el tratamiento es en forma de una diagonal con esa luz que nos entra desde un lateral. Por otra parte, siguiendo con su vida, vemos a Santa Isabel, la madre de San Juan, que está saludando a María. En los dos casos están embarazadas de San Juan y de Jesús. En este cuadro también hay detalles de lo sibarita y lo cuidadoso que era Luis Paret, porque vemos su firma en latín, Ludovicus Paret, 1787.